Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, best wishes to all of us. The Honorable, all committees and participants at the third International Conference and Multidisciplinary Approaches for Sustainable Rural Development. Please allow me, Catur Harsito from Universitas 11 Maret, represent other authors to present the result of our works. Our work is regarding energy efficiency calculation and air handling unit design based on cooling load capacity at MASTEK Mosque. The rate of development growth in Indonesia has resulted in an increase of energy demand. Electrical energy, the most energy needed in almost all development sector. This is indicated by the rate of industrial growth, where averaging required electrical energy, where averaging requires electrical energy. 18% energy demand in Java and Bali Island. Why should we focus on building? Because the building envelopes contributes more than 16% compared to other part, and the building envelopes in the biggest contributes for the cooling load, and a worship requires a comfortable place. With the comfortable place, the human can pray with a good. A cozy room have right temperature and humidity. And how to get a cozy room? The first, we must calculate the cooling load based on sensible heat and latent heat. After that, we must design the cooling system. The sensible heat form glass and wall, roof, floor, and ceiling, infiltration, and the human internal heat. Another hand, latent heat consists of several parts, namely the latent load of people, infiltration, and space. The method of this work, at the first we determine the location of the building. After that we calculate the cooling load capacity. After we find the cooling load capacity, we analyze the temperature of the air coming out of the cooling system. After that, we can design the central air conditioning system. And the case study, we determine the cooling load capacity of MASTEK Mosque. The first, the type of wall we can define. First, main floor, windows, and doors. After that, we determine the material of the wall. At the main floor, the wall use brick, ceramic, and plaster. After that, at the windows, using glass, and the doors using glass and frame aluminum frame, and the doors using material aluminum frame with glass. And another hand, we determine the outside and inside condition, the temperature condition, and the relative humidity condition. Based on the calculation, the cooling load capacity from the sensible heat is 106,890 BTU per hour, and the latent heat is 6300 to 160 BTU per hour. And the sensible heat is from the glass and wall, roof, floor and ceiling, infiltration, and the human internal heat. But the latent heat consists of several parts, namely the latent load of people and infiltration and space. After we calculate the cooling load capacity, we must analyze with psychometry diagram. In the psychometry diagram, we can find the TADP, where the TADP must suitable for a comfortable temperature and humidity. At the diagram, we can know the TADP. After obtaining the value from the cooling load capacity, an air conditioning system with a central air conditioning can be designed. The design of air conditioning with central air conditioning needs to take into account the size of ducting with the size of the MASTEK mosque. The ducting size is 4 meter by 4 meter with 3 lines. The distance between lines is 3.68 meters, and the distance between the nozzle is 2.95 meters. Besides that, based on Table 7 on the ASHRAE handbook, we can design the ducting size. So the ducting size of the MASTEK mosque shown at the table. And this is the design of air handling unit and ducting size with central air conditioning system. The conclusion that can be drawn from this work is: number 1, MASTEK mosque required 167,151,241 BTU per hour. Number 2, the ducting design for central air conditioning system used 12 by 8 pipes for the main ducting and 10 by 6 for the ducting section with 12 nozzles and 10 by 6 and 10 by 9 return ducting size. In this system has the advantage of efficient silent cooling and increased comfort for prayer. This is the explanation of our work. We apologize if there are deficiencies and mistakes in our presentation. If you have any question, please contact our correspondent. Thank you very much, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.